Preti, our top focus for the next 30 minutes is the Sansad showdown, which is likely to happen in about 30 minutes or so from now on. Multiple adjournment motions have already been given. We are talking about the so-called stunts by the INDIA. Now, if viewers, they were a guarantee for Satta. Believe it, it's the INDIA which would have been in power by now. It's the day after the alliance scripted and directed the so-called drama inside and outside the parliament. Remember, yesterday we saw similar scenes. We saw how the day began with no trust motion. It was, and it ended, with a no trust motion against the Vice President Dhankar. The INDIA bloc basically moved a no trust motion, remember, against the Rajya Sabha chair with a mere 60 signatures. They claim that it's the Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar, who they said is quote-unquote partisan. They also attacked him and claimed, and I quote them verbatim, saying that he muzzles the opposition in the House. Congress, remember, is battling a credibility crisis when it comes to Rahul Gandhi, and it seems to have joined that cause. But Sonia and Kharge's signatures, interestingly, were not on the same. We'll get you the numbers, but first of all, listen in to this war of words.
कांग्रेस पार्टी और उनके साथियों ने लगातार चेयर का अपमान किया है और चेयर का डायरेक्शन को भी नहीं मानते हुए बहुत गलत तरीके से सदन में व्यवहार किया है।
पहली बार 72 सालों में विपक्ष की पार्टियों ने राज्यसभा में चेयरमैन साहब को लेकर एक प्रस्ताव मोशन सबमिट किया है। ये दर्शाता है कि स्थिति कितनी बिगड़ गई है। जिस तरीके से उन्होंने सभा चलाया है, सदन चलाया है, और खास तौर से कल जो देखने को मिला, हमें मजबूर कर दिया। सारे के सारे इंडिया पार्टी सभी ने हस्ताक्षर किया है इस अविश्वास प्रस्ताव पर।
And viewers, it looks like another storm in Sansad is awaiting, as a Congress MP has already decided to move a motion for suspension of rules. This is a big statement in which the Congress basically claims that there are atrocities happening on Muslims in the country and that the government has been silent on the same. This motion is going to be moved by the Congress MP Imran Pratapgarhi. We've also put out that letter, by Imran Pratapgarhi. The Congress basically planning to move a motion on the same. My colleague Sabyasachi is live with us. Let's talk first of all about this motion for suspension of rules, which is Congress MP is planning. Sabyasachi, what's the Congress's allegation? It looks like that the Congress MP is suggesting that there are unabated atrocities happening on Muslim and that the government is silent on the same.
Well, that's right. See, Member of Parliament from the Congress, Mr. Imran Pratapgarhi, has moved an adjournment motion in the House and have asked for a discussion regarding the atrocities that is taking place in the country on minorities, and the discussion should be taking place in the Rajya Sabha. See, the Congress have been raising the Sambal issue from the day it happened. Several adjournment motions have been given by the opposition Member of Parliament to discuss on the Sambal issue, whether it is the Congress or whether it is the Samajwadi Party. In fact, Mr. Rahul Gandhi yesterday had met with the family members of the people who have lost their life in the Sambal violence. So after that, Congress Member of Parliament, Mr. Imran Pratapgarhi, has asked for a discussion on the atrocities on the Muslims in the country. Now, Congress Party is of the view that under the present government, the atrocities on the minorities are continuously increasing in different places, and it needs to stop, and that is the reason why this adjournment motion has been given by him. Now, on the other hand, the BJP also have taken a dig at the Congress Party, stating that the Congress Party time and again proves its agenda in front of the nation. Time and again, the Congress Party is involved in politics of appeasement, and that is what they have been doing in, whether it is regarding the Sambal violence or regarding the Waqf board. So all of this, Congress is involved in appeasement politics. So clearly, Imran Pratapgarhi says that there are atrocities taking place on minorities in the country, and a discussion needs to take place in the Rajya Sabha.
All right, so they are seeking a debate on the so-called communal violence. They are saying that there are atrocities happening on Muslims, and Imran Pratapgarhi has invoked from Sambal to Ratlam, as my colleague Sabyasachi was telling us. Sabyasachi, stay with us because we have a big breaking news coming in when it comes to the Congress viewers. It looks like that showdown is going to happen once again in the Sansad. The Congress MPs are likely to meet any time now. They are going to decide another unique protest outside the parliament. That's what they are planning today. Remember, this meet is going to happen to chalk out a strategy for protest, and we are playing out visuals of the protest which the Congress has been holding earlier as well. We have seen, Adani Modi jackets, bags, etc., attacking and trying to corner the government over the Adani issue, and looks like the Congress is in no mood to let go of this issue. Another unique protest is what Congress is planning today. Sabyasachi, what are you picking up from your Congress sources? What's the Congress planning today?
Well, today also the Congress is planning to carry out a protest in a unique way. See, from the beginning of the winter session, in fact, the Congress was focusing on protesting inside the House, but after the opposition, several of the opposition parties like the Trinamool Congress and the Samajwadi Party felt that the Congress cannot hold hostage, cannot hold the House hostage just on focusing on one particular issue. After that, the Congress Party decided to change its strategy and start protesting outside the parliament in front of the Makar Dwar. We had seen that printed T-shirts of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mr. Gautam Adani. We had seen that Manikam Tagore and other Congress leader wearing face mask of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Gautam Adani. Yesterday we saw printed bags with pictures of Prime Minister and Gautam Adani, and today as well the Congress is planning to bring in a new way and a unique way to protest. Now, as per the Congress sources, the Congress would continue to press on the Adani controversy till the end of the winter session. Now, the Congress is adamant on the fact that they want answer from the central government, and they want central government to hold discussion on the Adani controversy, and whether they get support from other opposition parties or not. Irrespective of that, the Congress party would continue to protest on the Adani controversy till the last day of winter session.
Well, absolutely, and it looks like the Congress is planning once again to corner the government. They are in no mood to let go of this topic, this issue. Is the winter session going to be a washout? That we'll have to wait and watch, viewers. We're also talking about the numbers because that's also very important. Remember, there are multiple issues in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Talking about the chairman of Rajya Sabha, he's also, remember, the vice president of the country. A simple majority is required in both houses if the opposition wants to remove him. But currently, take a look at the numbers. There are 543 members in Lok Sabha, where the ruling party has a total of 293 MPs. Opposition has the support of 249 MPs, which is about 23 less than the majority figure of 272. NDA alliance currently has an absolute majority in the Rajya Sabha as well. While the opposition is close to the figure of 100, the majority mark in the 245 member upper house is at 123. Now, they also don't have time for a mandatory 14-day notice as per under 67B, since the winter session is going to end in 10 days. Incidentally, there has been no precedence in the last 72 years of a no trust motion against any Rajya Sabha chair in history. So there were, however, 3 notices which were given against Lok Sabha Speaker. All of these were defeated in 51, 1966 and 1987. So is it just theatrics by the opposition? Why is it that they are gunning for the Rajya Sabha chair? Remember, just a week back they had hailed Hankar, quote-unquote, as a son of soil when he had criticized the centre over the Kisan issue. But today it looks like they have taken a complete U-turn.
You should replace, 1 second, Jairam Ramesh, you are so intelligent, so gifted, so talented, you should immediately come and take seat in place of Mr. Khadge. Because by and large you are doing his job. A wad of currency notes was recovered by the security officials from seat number 222, presently allotted to Shri Abhishek Manu Singhvi.
जो मेंबर इस हाउस में प्रेजेंट नहीं है वो ऐसे उठाना ये गलत है और किसी के इमेज को डैमेज करना नहीं।
कौन सा मेंबर? नेता प्रतिपक्ष ने बोला है तो इसका अर्थ होता है कि उन्होंने स्वतः स्वीकार किया है कि जो सदन के अनुपस्थित सदस्य उनमें से कोई है।
All right, so it looks like we'll see another day of showdown and storm in the Sansad while a Congress MP we were talking of is going to move a motion claiming quote-unquote atrocities against Muslim, which has already started a massive war of words. Congress also likely to hold another unique protest. Meanwhile, obviously, there is a showdown parallelly which is happening over the so-called trust motion, which the opposition obviously is moving against Dhankar. We have many reactions coming in. Let's listen in to the latest reaction coming in from Kirti Azad.
It's like Congress disagree with you when it comes to Mamata Banerjee being the choice to lead India bloc. Subhankar Sarkar has said that it is at many point of time, Mamata Banerjee has given oxygen to BJP when BJP was in crisis and had derailed, in fact, the opposition which was united. How do you react to that?
Who's Subhankar Sarkar?
The Congress leader, sir.
Is he? I have not. I mean, there is no Congress in West Bengal, so I haven't heard of him. Okay. They had one leader who also lost to us. I think his name was Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. And he also lost very badly to a rookie, India's World Cup winner, Yusuf Pathan. So I don't know who these people are. If they have something, any footing in West Bengal, they should talk or comment.
But about the sentiment in Congress, because they are not ready to talk on this and they are not ready to accept Mamata Banerjee also as bloc leader.
See, it's not a question. See, I have greatest regards for the leaders like Kharge ji, for Sonia ji, for Rahul ji. But the question is, have they been able to deliver what India bloc wanted? I mean, after such a lovely performance in the Lok Sabha, where the BJP is not in full majority, and they are running because of 2AB. You know, the extra 2AB that the Prime Minister used to talk about. Extra 2AB is what? Andhra and Bihar. So once they take their support, it will be in a minority and they lose the government. So one should know, the Congress should know that the kind of performance that was being expected from them, they didn't. I mean, look at the elections in Maharashtra. They got 10% strike rate. But if you look at TMC throughout, since Narendra Modi ji has come, and since Mamata Didi has been in as a chief minister, it's been 70% strike rate in parliament and 90% strike rate in assembly. She's got the competence. She's been a 7 times member of parliament of Lok Sabha.